Hey, Mr. Zen1010 here. Just wanted to check in with you guys. I hadn't done it for a while. Listen, I want to talk about idiosyncrasies. People have idiosyncrasies, and what I mean by that is little things that are kind of indicative of us, the things that we do. For instance, I pick my nose, have a great, I love it when I can get up in there, way up in there, and I can't quite get that bugger out, but it feels good to get it when you finally get it. I don't eat it, but I do. I think some of those bullies used to tell me that they thought I was going to eat it. In our country, we have racism. I always thought racist, you race a canoe, race a souped-up hot rod, race a soapbox derby, race an airplane, race something racist. They call them racist now when they call each other soda crackers and black people, or the N-word, as they call it. I dare not say that word on the up here on the air because people get all upset about it. But racism in this country is just like it always was. I heard a story the other day that I don't know if any of you people heard, but supposedly there was a prison in the South. I think it was in South Carolina that had buried in a common grave about 2,000 Union soldiers, and those the guys that won the war up north. He buried them all in a big hole, and this black guy found out about it. He dug them all up and gave them all a big burial and thanked them and gave a big parade because they had won the war and set them free. Right after that is when the documentation of set free of the slaves, or however it goes, they call that Memorial Day, and that really is what Memorial Day is all about. But naturally, they say we're doing it to remember all of our fighting people that fight over the years, and that may be the story. Has anybody ever heard that story? Anyway, idiosyncrasies, you hear all kinds of things. You hear all kind of myths, like feeding candy to a baby. It's just like taking candy from a baby. It's easy, but that's not easy. The other one is, if you feed these kids all that sugar, they'll be wild and jumping around and tear the house down, rip the grapes off the wall and eat the cat's eyes out and all that stuff. Look it up, folks, in the biochemistry books. Feeding kids sugar does not make them jump up and down. Now, a little chocolate might because of the caffeine in it, but sugar does not cause hyperactivity in children. Get it straight. I'm telling you, don't do it. Now, the other thing that I have, a little idiosyncrasy I have, maybe some of you have it. When I play hide and go seek, and this started back when I was a kid, we used to, all hide out. One of us would hide our eyes, and everybody else would go hide. Well, every time I'd go hide, I'd have the urge to take a crap, and I mean bad. I had to do it. And what a great way, rather than using X-Lax, all I got to do is play hide and go seek. Even today, I noticed I was playing hide and go seek with my little 7-year-old grandson, and we had a bunch of kids over, and we played, it came around to playing hide and go seek, and I go seek what? Anyway, I was hiding, and doggone if I didn't have shit so bad I couldn't stand it, and I had to call the game and go sit on the Thunderbox. What a weird thing. Any of y'all ever experienced that? I did, and I'll tell you, it's something else. Scares me to death. If I go into a hospital and the first alcohol I smell, I immediately go into a panic attack, and I start playing this movie in my mind of tubes being intubated, tubes in my nose, having an hyperplasia of the adrenals, and all kinds of things, and having a hemorrhoid transplant. It scares the living daylights out of me. I'm just one screwed up human being when it comes to the way I run my mind. They say alcoholism and drug addiction is a thinking man's disease, and we are all thinking men. We think too much. We put too many words to things. Words are only means of communication and a way to to let one other person know how to do something else or something. So there's a need for words, but certainly there's no need to put a word to everything we do. The other thing that, excuse me, you ever heard when you think you're going to come too quick when you're having sex and you start thinking about baseball? Slide. Oh, he's going to throw me out at second. I'm going to go past second and get the third. Woo, I'm running like a madman. To keep you from coming. Well, yeah, that works sometimes. I just use that Viagra. Boy, that stuff works. I'll tell you, I could be a male prostitute with Viagra, buddy. That stuff works, I'll tell you. I don't know about some of those others, but Viagra does. Woo, man. I thought I was carrying around a doggone ball-peen hammer. But anyway, I was just wanted to clock in on you here. Where are they playing? The Miami Heat in the finals of the NBA down there. Doggone, if those people didn't cut the doggone air conditioning off on the Heat and pull that pulled a big one on the Heat, doggone, they didn't look like a bunch of people that had all the salt drawn out of their bodies. Dang, LeBron looked like they're going to have to carry him out of there on a stretcher. I never seen a man that cramped up like he did. But it got up to 110 degrees in there. I heard, it's just between me and you, I heard they was trying to get it up to 120 in there and going to try to kill somebody. But they definitely won that. And then the big Triple Crown race yesterday, that man, he got his word in. He told them that was unfair to have all them people sit out the Preakness and the Kentucky Derby and then put them fresh horses in there and knock out them little old horses that win a couple, and they ought to make them. If you run the Kentucky Derby, you got to run the Derby and the Preakness before you can run the Belmont. I kind of tend to agree with him, that poor old man, although he's made some money. Listen, 10 is going to check out of here, but I just wanted to say hello. Last time since I talked to you, I had a great thing happen. My son had a little boy, and he is as cute as a button. And I'll tell you, if you get a chance, go see him. James Hawkins is his daddy, and boy, he is that is the cutest little rascal you've ever seen. So anyway, we'll see you guys on the flip-flop. Don't get nothing on you. And if you pick your nose, pick it in a dark place. We'll see you later. Bye-bye, folks.